So, I haven't really uploaded any videos in a while, and I haven't really kind of felt the need to really upload. There wasn't really any content that I really wanted to make, but then Game 7 happened, and as you are probably well aware, it did not go very well for Bruins fans like me. And yeah, I mean, this isn't really that exciting of a Game 7 either. Like, it would have been one thing if we had at least made it close. Like, at least when we got eliminated in 2013, it was exciting till, well, the entire game would have been exciting if you weren't a Bruins fan, but that ending kind of stunk. But, I mean, there's a wrapper on the floor. And so, it was kind of a boring game, especially after the first period, because they were down 2-0, but I still felt like there was a possibility that the Bruins could come back until the Blues scored the third goal. And then I just kind of figured that they were done. So I stopped watching for a little bit, and I came back. And just as I came back, the Blues had scored their fourth goal. And so that was just when I stopped watching completely. And I never knew that the Bruins scored in that game to make it 4-1 till I had looked at the score the next morning. And so I was thinking, like, man, they flipped the score on us from 2011 when we beat Vancouver. But then turns out the Bruins did score. I never saw it. I'm gonna drink some water, hang on. I have my green water bottle here. That's refreshing stuff. Anyway, so that was Game 7. And it was a couple hours that I just kind of sat there and was like, just kind of had a crummy feeling, but went upstairs. I ate some ice cream. DirecTV was doing their yearly Boomerang free trial, so I got to watch Looney Tunes, I guess. That was fun. So, anyway, that was that. And I'm just walking here in a field of grass and sidewalk and rocks in a desert with my water bottle. Anyway, so at some point in time, as I turn around, I'm gonna thinking about rebranding my entire channel and just kind of redoing some stuff, kind of changing the way that I make some vids, because I don't know, the type of content I'm making just isn't really all that great, and the only thing I've really been consistent with has been ranking the NHL soundtrack songs. And so I'm still going to be doing that. Because I just like ranking things. It's fun. But when I first started the channel, the one thing that I had was 21st century sports stories. And that is something that I haven't mentioned in a long time. And I haven't really made any videos for that series in a long time. And the rivalry series is another thing that I really haven't done. Kind of falls into the 21st century sports stories category. And so that was kind of what I did with the beginning of my channel. But, eventually after I had stopped doing those type of videos for a while, I realized, who really cares? Who wants to just watch somebody talk about sports seasons that they can probably remember themselves while I film 2 logos? Like, it's not really anything that doesn't really bring anything new to the table. So I just kind of stopped after I wanted to do Anaheim. So Buffalo is the last thing I did. I wanted to do Anaheim because that was like the first team I did. And then the Coyotes I wanted to do because they're from Arizona. And then I wanted to do the Thrashers because they were retro. And obviously I was going to want to do the Bruins. Then I wanted to do the Sabres because Shake likes the Sabres. And that was the last 21st century hockey stories I did. And then I wanted to do other sports. So I tried doing football. And the Bills was kind of boring. And then I did college basketball and I got ASU. So I did ASU. That was alright. Then college football I did Toledo, which is random, but that's what happens when you go to the random college football team generator. And so I originally only made one video for each category because I wanted to, do all the categories and then come back to do them, but then I just kind of stopped because I really had no motive to do them. And so and then I don't even remember what I did for like the next 50 videos. Just feels like I just had I don't even remember what the rest of my first 70 videos or so were because I don't even remember what I filmed. I guess I just kind of filmed random stuff. Don't exactly remember. And there's probably, I don't even remember. It might be like a series or something that I did in between there, but I did the Shipping Up to Boston series, and I've only done 2 episodes so far of that. Oh yeah, PHL. Forgot about the PHL. And that, again, I lost the motive to do that because I just kind of stopped using that league that I created. I stopped doing the season mode. I went into the franchise with the Arizona Scorpions. So I just won the first round of the playoffs in a Game 7 against the California Golden Lions, but yeah, that's right. I did a lot of PHL videos, that's right. And so, shipping up to Boston isn't really done. I don't consider it done, at least not for the moment. I'm planning on doing a third episode at some point, but I mean, it just kind of depends on what I feel like doing. As of right now, my priority is to do those NHL ranking videos, because that's just kind of what I've been doing lately. I've just been kind of playing the NHL games, and I kind of like, into that type of music, NHL music. And so the reason why I'm on a hiatus of NHL ranking videos right now is because, I don't know, after NHL 10 I just kind of felt like I needed to take a break from doing the same type of video over and over again. And so because, I did NHL 19 through NHL 15, and the entire time I was doing that, I was trying to get to NHL 14, because that's where the good soundtrack started. So I wanted to get there, and from there I wanted to do NHL 13, since I had owned NHL 13, and then from there I wanted to get to NHL 11, since I did NHL 11. But then after that, the only other NHL game that I ever owned before, or an EA Sports NHL game that I've owned, was NHL 06. Because, NHL 06 was was the first ever NHL game I owned on PlayStation 2. So it's kind of the next soundtrack that I want to do at the moment. But obviously I gotta do NHL 09 first. So I've been listening to NHL 09. It's got some pretty good songs. But I just feel like I can be putting iMovie to better use. So I'm gonna figure out a better way to do those. And I feel like shipping up to Boston could also be improved upon. So that's kind of where we're at. So if there's anything you can take away from this almost 15-minute video, it's that I'm gonna be just rebranding my channel, trying to find a way to improve my quality of videos, try and make them better, I guess. So yep, that's it.